Statue of Liberty, gift from France. The direction of the Statue of Space is the general direction that the skyscrapers would have been right. The statue is 151 feet high. That is 150. Perfect. The statues that feature motion pictures like Ghostbusters, Spider-Man, Superman. Also, the Alfred Hitchcock's movie called made out of copper, it's a very thin material, only the thickness of 2 American pennies. The right arm holding up a torch, and the left arm cradling a tablet with the number 1776. The original statue location was going to be in Egypt, but it was placed here instead. Dedicated in 1886. The Statue of Liberty. From this vantage point, we can see the statue 151 feet, the pedestal 150 feet, and the proposed portion of the old military fort that was built between 1808 and 1811 called Fort Wood. Those of you who want tickets on this tour, because you couldn't get started. Genius. Statue of Liberty Island. Statue represents imagine if you were in a river coming on the ship and you saw this statue. You were very, very hopeful. Other kids from a long time ago. Over our right shoulder is a bridge in the distance called the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. That's where the New York City Marathon is. That bridge connects Brooklyn on the left and on the right. The marathon is 26.2 miles. And this year I participated drinking my you can support it in different ways. This is all called the Upper New York Bay. It's the port of New York. It's the 3rd largest in the United States, behind Long Beach, California, and Los Angeles. It's called the port of see how it was very attractive to the Dutch and British because it was relatively calm water compared to the very bumpy Atlantic Ocean that's on the other side of that bridge. On the right side is an island called Governor's Island. And in the summertime, you can go camping on this island. There are tents on this island, and it's called glamping, glamorous camping. And imagine if you're a family, you're sightseeing, and then your parents say, hey, let's go to this island and go camping. You're like, what? And they tell you to go gather firewood, so you can marshmallows, but your view would be of the Statue of Liberty. The interesting fact about these tents is the cost is the equivalent of renting a hotel room. Governor's Island is a former military today it's a public park, and all the land that we see, including the tents going to the right, is landfill. So landfill in your city is where they take land that was excavated somewhere and put it into the water. This land that we see to the right was from subway tunnels that they built. Very simple. That's a circular building called Castle Williams, built for the War of 1812. Now a tourist attraction. All of these buildings on the right side are being repurposed. Schools and poetry groups and hip-hop concerts, so it's a non-profit area on the right side, a public park called Brooklyn is 69 square miles in size. The rest of the world's catching up to what those of us who have raised families and lived in Brooklyn have always known. Brooklyn has always been cool and hip. It's only in the last 20 years we see lots of European teenagers with tourists with t-shirts saying Brooklyn on the outside. Brooklyn was its own city up until 1898 when it merged with Manhattan. It's called the Great Consolidation. Five different boroughs: Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, and Staten Island. Brooklyn has 113 miles of coastline, including a couple beaches. Not the most scenic beaches, but they're beaches nonetheless. And the name Brooklyn is named after a village, a small village in the Netherlands, which I can never pronounce. Did you guys have a good time? Let's give the captain a round of applause and the crew as well. Thank you so much. We enjoyed the tour today. It was a good time. The show may tell you that. Yeah. Come back and see us in the winter time when we have snow on top of the boat. From Canada, Korea, Scotland, Germany. Look at the photos of that side. This is one of the boats. Spider-Man Hotel.
式的习俗，谢谢。你好，请给导游小费，这是纽约市的习俗，谢谢。
Hola, por favor dé propina al guía turístico. Esta es una costumbre en la ciudad de Nueva York. Gracias. Hola, Por favor, dé propina al guía turístico. Esta es una costumbre en la ciudad de Nueva York. Gracias.
안녕하세요. 투어 가이드에게 팁을 주세요. 이것은 뉴욕시의 관습입니다. 감사합니다.
Bonjour. Veuillez donner un pourboire au guide touristique. C'est une coutume à New York. Merci. Olá, por favor, dê gorjeta ao guia turístico.